Yeah, it's great to be back in the Moths. You know, I've been sailing for 4 or 5 years now, and you know, to be honest, nothing really beats racing in this Moth fleet. The standard's getting higher every time we come here, and the boats are just so cool. And I'm sure, you know, Chris is pretty new to it, but you know, from what I've had a chat to him the last few days, he's been loving it as well.
Well, it's been great to do some racing. You know, with the Cup, you do so much testing and things like that that you become so rusty. I literally seeing the rust just fly off as I sail around the course. But I mean, I just gutted that I didn't get in the boat earlier. It would have been such an asset to have had the knowledge during the last Cup, and it's not hard to see why Nathan and the guys picked it up so quickly when they got the Artemis boat foiling. I mean, you can just get so many repetitions of all the things that happen on the big boats in the Moth, and if you splash, it doesn't matter. So you can experiment, and it's great racing, and you just got to keep pushing super hard all the time, and the guys at the front like Nathan and Josh and Rashly and all those guys, it's super impressive how hard they're pushing the boats all the time, and it really opens your eyes.
Yeah, I guess it is pretty hard, you know, trying to find the time to plan out the year. You know, quite busy with 49ers and obviously all the stuff with Artemis, but I think it's pretty obvious why the Moth's so important and why it's worth investing the time to be here for big events. The things you learn from sailing the Moth are so critical to anything that's foiling, and I think everything that I've learned from sailing a Moth over the last 5 or 6 years put me a long way ahead when it came to the Cup. And now it's about maintaining that, making sure no one else gets ahead, and making sure that if anyone learns something that I learn it as well. And probably the best thing about Moth racing is that it all happens so fast. Your decisions happen so quickly. You need to make the right calls, and if you make the right call, you'll gain 300-400 metres on the fleet. If you make the wrong call, you'll lose that much. So all week long, the boat's been going super quick, and it's just about putting the boat in the right place at the right time, and that's what Moth sailing is about, and it helps not just with Cup sailing, but 49er sailing as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's great to have a few of the Cup guys, and I think it would be great if we had some more, and maybe in Sorrento we could get a few more of the teams. If the Oracle boys showed up as well, it'd be great. And I think Sorrento has the potential to be a great Worlds. We've got lots of our lads are sailing the boats lots back home. Unfortunately, we had some sad news the other day about Team Australia pulling out, which was a great shame because they'd recruited some awesome sailors already. But it's still the boats still look fantastic, and everything's still online. And I think all the teams are still pushing super hard, and there's some good teams waiting in the wings, looking like really high potentials as well. So everything's in good shape, and the new rule looks great. The boats look awesome, and I think that they've worked really hard on it, and what they've come up with looks brilliant. So we wait with bated breath for a venue. Both options that are on the table at the moment look great, and it's super exciting time for us. And having done this event and learning more about the foiling, I think the 62s are going to be incredible boats, and it opens your eyes as to what the potential is when you come and do an event like this.
Yeah, I think everything that you know has been learnt from the last Cup cycle with foiling and how it works on these catamarans, the way that, you know, we've read the rules and interpret it, it's just trying to make the boats perform better than they did last time, obviously a lot safer than they were last time as well. And I think the rule they've come up with for the 62 is it's going to be a really nice boat. Like, we're going to have some decent amount of stored energy from the accumulators for the foil control, which is going to make our job a little bit less stressful. And I think the boats themselves will be great, and I think that, as Chris was saying, the venue, you know, we're looking for it to be decided, and hopefully there's going to be enough wind so we can not just foil downwind but foil upwind as well. But you know, I think the Cups is in a good position, and I think it's heading in the right direction, and it's about just trying to tidy up the loose ends around the outside to get more teams to be involved, and you know, I think we'll have a good event.
Yeah, I finished 13th this week. Lucky for some. I mean, a little bit disappointed. I made some silly mistakes, but I think for my first Worlds and second event or so, it's been good. But I've loved every minute of it.
And obviously, I'm pretty happy. You know, to win another Worlds has been great, and not a lot of preparation into this, but I think the preparation that I've put into the class over the last 5 years put me in a good position, and probably quite fortunate with the weather that it was offshore and shifty. Had it have been big sea breezes and massive waves, you probably would have seen me swimming around with everyone else.